Hello guys, and welcome to Nextone Studio tutorial, and this is tutorial number 1, and this is about getting a specific sound. And what I'm trying to do here is trying to get a sort of a solo sound. Okay, so I'm starting with a blank canvas here on Tone Studio. As you guys can see, it's everything at noon in the clean channel. Underneath I have Logic. This is a template that I already have made in order to record my backing tracks and my presets. So this is where the guitar is in, and this is my voice. Okay, so back to Tone Studio. First thing first. So I want to have some distortion, and I want to do it in sort of way of those solos, not that kind of 80s solos, but more modern type of solos. Not too much gain, but adding some effects and stuff like that. So let's start. Usually for this kind of sound, I aim always for the lead or crunch channel. I rarely use the brown channel, so I'm gonna put this in lead channel. Decrease the volume because it's very high. Okay. Okay, there are already a lot of things that I don't like, especially the fizziness and stuff like that, probably in the highs. So I'm gonna start. We have to make some compromise here because you can't have a lot of effects at the same time, and I'll probably use a booster and decrease the gain. But for now, let's start with the EQ. I'm gonna start with the treble knob as I play and decrease a little bit. Okay, it's getting better. I don't need too much bass for a solo tone. I'm going to decrease the bass, around 30 probably. Try on the neck pickup. It's already sounding good because this amp is really great. So, but I want to shape the sound a little further, so I'm going to engage this EQ. Okay, and the first thing I do is going to the second page of the EQ, and I'm going to high cut around 8 or 6. Let's see how it sounds. Bridge pickup. I'm going to high cut a little more until 5 kilohertz. Let me check here on the system how it is. I prefer the rack and the vintage line outlet fill and the vintage cabinet resonance, right? Also low cut here around 50 because you really don't need or more that low end. Back to the page number 1. One thing I like to boost on this kind of solos is the mid frequency is around 250. So what I'm going to do is the low mid frequency. I'm going to put 200 and increase it a little bit around 2. You can always already tell the difference. And the highs, I'm going to put this at 0 for now. Also 0. Okay, let me see how it sounds. Already sounding much better. Now there's one frequency also that I like to increase or boost, this high mid frequency. So I'm gonna here to the high mid frequency, I'm gonna put this around 1K. Okay, I'm gonna boost it a little bit, around 2 also. Here it is. Sounding better already. Oh, you guys probably know the low mid Q. I think you do. If you don't know how this works, I'll explain in another video. Okay, and that's all for the EQ now. But let's check out the gain right now. I want more gain for the solo, so I'm going to the booster. I'm going to engage it. It's on the tube screamer. Probably it's too much. Okay, so we have a little bump here on the highs, so I'm going to roll down this tone knob here. Okay, and the bottom doesn't need to have any or much. Okay, a little bit too much gain. So I'm going to decrease the gain here, probably around 30. Let's see how it sounds now. It's already sounding better. Let's check out on the neck pickup. Okay, sounding great. So, but this is not enough for me in terms of the equalizer. So I'm going to skip the delay for now and engage the effects. I don't know what effects is there right now. It's a pitch shifter. I don't want that. So I'm going to change it to an EQ, a graphic EQ. As soon as I find it, here it is, graphic EQ. Okay. Now this is one of those things that where you engage EQ, and you know, this could be revised in the future software update, because I don't want the EQ to behave like this. It's randomness completely. So what I'm going to do is put everything here at 0. At least try to put everything at 0. Okay. Then that's almost there. All right. All right. Now I'm going to try to remove a little more fizziness. Now I wish this had a more specific graphic EQ, or I mean parametric EQ, and I want to show you what kind of EQ I wish it had, because you're decreasing 16K, but you have no control over the Q value of the EQ like you have in the parametric one. I'm sorry for my phone. I'll just put this on silent. Okay, so and I can add another parametric EQ, but I don't want to do that because this has a lot more band. So I'm gonna decrease here 16K, 8K probably. Let's see how it sounds now on the bridge pickup. Still too much highs for my taste, and I haven't touched a presence knob yet. So I'm gonna get it down here. Also here, -4. Okay, this is better, but some highs went down, so I'm going to increase here a little bit in 1K, and I'm going to increase again here around 250, like I did in the parametric EQ. Remember, this is we're aiming for high gain solo tone, so. I think I'm happy for now with EQ. Now let's get to the effects. I want some reverb, and since it's a modern tone, I'm going to use the plate reverb. But I'm going to here to chain to effects, and I'm going to choose delay and reverb. It's already chosen. Okay, the second reverb, the second delay, it's here. I don't want to be digital, at least totally. I want to choose this SDA 3000. Okay, now some tweaks here, especially on top. The effect level, not too much. Alright, delay time could be this for kind of a faster solos type. Basically, I want to hear the delay just when I hand the phrase. Let's check on the neck pickup. Already sounding better, but I have some more things to tweak. Right now I'm going to increase the treble because I'm missing some highs. Okay, let's check out how it sounds now. Let's check out also the noise reduction. It's up here. I'm going to decrease a little bit because I'm going to be able to roll down the volume knob. It's almost impossible to get a totally clean sound because there's so much distortion going on, but in terms of boosters, you can decide another one. I love the Tube Screamer, but let's try here overdrive, because the boosters or the pedals will also shape the sound. Okay, this one is cool. Let's try natural overdrive. Much less gain, of course. You can increase it here. Let's see how it sounds. Sounds good. Let me turn down the volume a little bit and decrease the gain here a little bit also. I like this crunchiness on the top strings, but I don't want them to be very heavy, so I'm going here to the EQ again, and I'm going to roll down the low gain a little bit, around 4. Okay, now it's better. Also on the on the graphic EQ, I'm going to roll down these frequencies because they're not really needed. All right, let's check out. So now I can increase the bass once again, since I've lost it on the parametric and on the graphic EQ. Sounding okay, a little bit more of tweaks. I'm going to increase the middle here, because for solos you really need to increase the mids, alright? And increase the bass a little bit. I think it's good where it was, like 50 here. Let's go to the EQ once again. I'm going to decrease the highs a little bit here. And now on the graphic EQ, turn down a little bit here and increase a little bit here on 1K. I think it's a good tone already, and it will cut through the mix for sure. If it doesn't, you can always, if you're working in your DAW, you can always mix this stuff. So this is, for me, this is always getting a basic tone or the best possible tone if I'm going to play live. But when recording, I can leave it as it is right now. And then on the mixing stage, if I have a lot of guitars, I'll use plugins especially from Waves to further enhance the sound and shape it to the mix. Let's see also the reverb. How much do I have? 3 milliseconds or 3 seconds. Okay, no pre-delay. Also there's some filters here to cut the low cut of the reverb. I like to cut it, but I don't like to hear lots of bass on the reverb, and the same goes for the treble. Okay, so I cut. Alright. It's good here, okay. One more thing. Booster again. Tone a little bit back here, alright. I like to try this on arpeggios because to see the definition. Especially on the neck pickup, and it's sounding good. Sorry for the non-warm-up, there's a lot of mistakes. Cleans up a little bit, okay. So that's it for this episode. I'm really happy with the tone. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click the right button here and select B channel 3 because I did a recently factory reset. I'm going to call it something like, let me just reach the keyboard, Juca solo, and I think I can't write anymore here, tone. Oh, okay, it's good. Juca solo tone. That's it for the bank channel 3. All right, now I'm going into my librarian and I have a lot of things here. I used to have much more, believe me. I'm going to create a live set. I'm going to just drag and drop this, edit, and I have a custom image that I've made for the presets. I don't know if you guys have noticed. So it's here, Katana, open. Once again, let me reach the keyboard, Juca tone solo. This would be Juca's, but anyway, Juca tone solo will do. Okay, now I'm going to export this to my desktop, and guess what? I'm going to give away this preset after the video. So if you come till now, you'll receive a free preset, and it sounds really good. There's no backing track underneath right now, but it sounds good. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Stay tuned for the next one. Cheers, subscribe my YouTube channel if you haven't done yet, and have a nice day. Bye.